okay, top secret. So I think other nations are hiding information. Can you help uncover the truth? So the first question, who said some things about immigration? Okay, so let's check the files or the hints if possible. So let's go on the files. We have allies.jpg, which is an image. So again, we can tell whenever you have an image, think of steganography. Okay, first. So you know, again, you can try to view what's in that particular image and use Google image search. Now my Firefox is disappointing me, it's becoming a brain image. So you can see these are nations, okay, and the challenge name is more like allies. You make an ally with someone, more like an agreement, okay, you come together basically for military things. So let's just go in steganography without wasting time. So in steganography, I'll go on extract, then on the setup here, I just need to make sure that I drag this image. Then let's go with we try to say brute force. Then start brute force. Let's see. Okay, so we have this interesting password which is too big. So it's saying day. Okay, finally I consider the I'm not sure if Nicaraguans immigration is a big problematic whatsoever. So I can already tell that here we are talking about immigration. So whenever you are watching movies, when something is like this, a name with those not sure if it's semicolon whatsoever, you can tell that this is the name of a person. Okay, so day was the name. So a person who talked something about who said something about immigration was day. Okay, so it's somewhat difficult to understand when you are doing the actual CTF, but it's simple if you think hard. Okay, so what's the name of the organization? So let's try to understand if there is more meaning behind this, because that was the password. Now what if they are hidden some information? So I get the entire password starting at day, ending to C. Then I'll go in the setup and say known password. So here now I need to make sure that I paste this as my password. Then I'll say extract with password. So you can see that we've extracted this now thing, which looks like some flags. So I'll say export file. Then once I say export file now, I'll just make sure that okay, let me go on my computer, then home. So under downloads we have created this thing which is called CTF. Why am I seeing .txt? Export file saying .txt. Oh, this is wrong. Let me see. I don't need to export this as a text file. I need this file, not a text file. So I'm not sure why it's saving as a txt. Okay, so okay, let's suppose we have these things. Okay, so just take a look at this. So we have something which looks like this. So what I'll do, I'll go in symbol cipher. Okay, then we have Navi signals. Then here we need to decrypt. So if you search using Google Images, you realize that image was for the NAT. Okay, now yes, you need to do your research, but for the sake of just the write-ups, I'll be fast. So here I need to upload the image now. Unfortunately, I don't know why it's saved as a TXT file. I'll need to fix that. Then now let's just see the symbols which we are given. So here I'll go back again so that we will see together. So here under extract you can see we have this symbol. So I'll go back in symbols and look for that symbol. So this one, Then I'll go back in steganography. Now this is becoming difficult, so we have this X and this which looks more like Italy. So let's do that. So we have the X thing and that one which looks like Italy, this one. Then now let's have the last one. So the last one is 4 stars but in blue. Okay, 4 stars in blue. So you can see it's called NATO. So if you do your research, you see that that image is posted by NATO. So let me just try to search for it directly so that you can see. So let me use Google, then just type NATO. I just want you to see. So this is NATO. Now let's see if we can find that image. Okay. So images are still loading. Yeah, so if you look at those symbols again, the same image. So if you just do your research, you realize that it's actually not okay.